Marcus Aurelius said, be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Chris Bradford said, I know not how to defeat others. I only know how to win over myself. So remember two things. First, you have 100% control on how you react to any situation. And second, you have 100% control on how you act in any situation.
Oh, that was amazing. Every time you speak, you sound absolutely incredible. Because I remember when you first came here, when you first joined us, and you sound absolutely incredible.
I really enjoyed your speech. I thought it was very well structured, and there were so many great things there, many great quotes, and I think you structured it very, very well, and I could follow very easily, and I also liked your pacing, especially. You used a lot of stops, which I love. Um, and it sounded very
I
natural.
thought that was a very inspiring speech. You are a great inspiration to all of us. We all strive to become speech anxiety free, and I can definitely relate to the incident about the presentation in front of the classroom.
You gave some quotes about Marcus Aurelius, okay? And recently, me and my dad were actually reading books about Marcus Aurelius. And my dad calls me a student of philosophy because I have been learning it, but its quotes are really difficult for me to memorize. So I was asking Dad, like, were you reading them or or did you actually memorize those quotes? Because that was crazy. That was the best speech ever so far.
Thank you very much, Yassine. Actually, I think the fact that you are reading that at your age is very impressive already. So actually, for me, the quotes that are easy to learn is the quotes that resonate with me. So the ones that I said in my speech are the quotes that are in my head because they really resonated with me. So I
Yeah.
think you have to memorize the quotes that really have a significant explanation or linked to you, you know. You have to do that.
I thought the speech was really, really good. I wrote down short phrases, full stops, pace. I mean, everything was really online. I do remember 6 months ago when you spoke, just not as smooth as you're doing right now. And that's terrific.
An amazing speech with a lot of passion, great content. Uh, I wanted to ask you about your mind training. Which specific ones you enjoy? You actually change them with time or keep it quite consistent? Thank you.
Well, I just changed one of my affirmations right now. Until now, my affirmations are all focused on speech. I just changed one to I control my reactions and actions to any situation.
It's so funny. I was just thinking yesterday, like I had a great week reading, out loud. I was doing really well and I was proud of me. And it seemed like after that, like I just had a bad day. And I was like, how do you go from doing good? I was doing good to now all of a sudden, um, I'm starting to block again or, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, how do I go from I was doing well to now I felt like I just took a step back?
I just think when you are blocking and then you notice it, now I am blocking, now you become very intentional about using your speech,
Yeah.
using the crutches, slowing down, for example, you know.
Okay.
When you become when the blocks begin, you become very intentional, I think.
Okay. You're right. You're right. Thank you.
It was an amazing speech, Parumara, and I'm so proud of you. And so basically, my question is for you and both Lee. So, do you think that in our journey, like it would be good to maybe change up a little bit the mind training, and since, for example, if we might use the same affirmations for a long period of time and many months, for me, I feel that eventually, my mind just goes into this mode of yeah, 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 like I heard that already. So do you, and Lee also, do you believe that maybe we should start changing up, our mind training, and how do you really manage your inner world? So like previous people have spoken about this. One day you feel amazing, you are as fluent as ever, and a week later, you can say your name or you block, etc. Thank you so much.
Well, first of all, about the affirmation, I think you have to think about the goal of affirmation, mind training. You have to repeat it. The fact that you are repeating it, it's doing its job. So if you change it up very often, I think it won't work. It's better to repeat it, the same thing every day. So I think that's a good idea until you become fluent. When you become fluent, now maybe you can change some of them to focus on other areas of your life.
Fantastic, brilliant. I loved the emotion, the feeling that you have put into it. I'm sure you have heard that here at the SAM meetings and in coaching sessions that Lee says, you've got to say it like you mean it. Well, you've done it today, so you did great. And I'm also going to speak a bit about the affirmations and about all these things that Nick has said. There is a thing that I do sometimes. For example, if I know that in a few days I'm going to have to speak a lot in a meeting or I have to face a high pressure situation. Well, you can make some small changes in the affirmations and adapt them to that situation that you're going to have to face. For example, I love to speak. Well, you can adapt it to I love to speak at meetings or I'd love to speak at work or such, right? So you can make those small changes that can help you a lot.
Just that I remember you giving a speech earlier based on a book called The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. And I really enjoyed it. So, and I also bought that book and read it. It was great. So I just wanted to ask you, do you have any recommendations of book that that you really love or something that you're currently reading?
Well, something I'm currently reading, actually, it's Courage is Calling by the same, by Ryan Holiday.
Again. Okay.
Yeah.
Great, great. So I'll just have a read. Thank you so much. And you're a great speaker, Fatimata. I really love your speaking, your speech, basically. Yeah.
There may be no perfection, but Fatimata's was as close to it as we're going to get. And finally, the content of what she said was truly incredible. It was profound and deep in every sense of it, and very well thought out and scholarly. And bless her heart, it was a brilliant, brilliant talk.
And I just wanted to say thank you, everyone, for your comments, and have an excellent weekend and happy holidays.
All right, let's just close out right now. Thank you so much for participating in the meeting, and thank you for the wonderful speeches and comments. And remember, focus on the message, not the words. And don't forget the affirmation. If I can say one word anywhere, anytime, I can say any word anywhere, anytime. Thank you so much. Have a great holiday.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy holiday.
Christmas.
Happy
Christmas.
Hanukkah.